time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
What's up, guys? My name is Brendan, and today we're doing a Q&A session. I reached out to you on Instagram telling you to ask me anything. From tricks to personal life, I'm here to answer all of your questions. So let's get started. I do answer my DMs, but I can't get to everybody. In short, there's a lot of you guys and only one of me, and only so many hours in the day. You see, my priorities first lie in my patrons. I can never miss a message from them. They are investing and mastering tricking. My second priority is my health. I need to eat and I need to sleep, and no amount of direct messages can get in the way of that. And last, my priority is my progression. I still want to get good. So if I'm sitting on my phone answering direct messages all day, I'm just not going to get better. I need to spend my time conditioning, stretching, working out, drilling, and just tricking. If I do that, I will get better, but I will not get better at this sport if I'm just answering my DMs. That said, I do try and get to everyone I can. If you ever want to ask me a question, please feel free to DM me, but I'm sorry I can't get to everyone, but I will try and answer if there is time. If you are to train on the grass, I wouldn't really recommend learning new tricks. Or if you're gonna learn something new, take really small baby steps. If you're on the grass, train the fundamentals. Do things like the round kick, hook kick, tornado kick, macaco, butterfly kick. Tricks that are low impact and low risk. Then scale up very slowly because, like you said, there is a higher risk when you're training on grass. If you can, find something soft, go to a gym with a spring floor or some mats, but if you have no other options and you're on the grass, just progress very slowly and with low risk. When it comes to calisthenics versus weightlifting, I don't think you should choose. You should do both. Both address certain things and are beneficial in different ways. If you're lifting weights, one part of your body will get stronger than the rest. But if you're doing calisthenics, all of your body will be working as one. If you're recovering from an injury, you need to train that specific part. So weightlifting is an essential part of the process. But if you just want to work your body weight exercises for tricking, I highly recommend calisthenics because you're throwing your body weight when you trick anyway. Confidence is really important when you want to land a hard trick, and you should feel well prepared to do that trick. The first thing that I do is I mitigate the risk. I will feel far more confident if I know I'm not gonna get injured. And I can do this by finding a really soft spring floor or just sticking a mat beneath my body. The second thing I do is I train the entire progression. So that way my muscles are ready to do the trick I wanna do. I don't just bounce around to different progressions. If I'm gonna train the triple cork, I'll start with the gainer and then do a cork, and then maybe a box cutter or some cork variations. After that, I'll do a double cork, and then I'll start prepping for the triple. I'm not just gonna go in, train a bunch of hook kicks, and then try and throw a double cork. That just doesn't make sense. The third thing that I do is I try and feel good. I try and make sure that I am healthy, I'm well conditioned, my body is flexible, and I'm well prepared to do the trick itself. If my body is not in a good place, I can't do hard tricks, and I really have issues committing if my mental space is bad. So when it comes to mustering confidence, you need to do a bunch of things to get your way there. First, that's awesome. Second, my biggest tip would be to start with fundamentals. Tricks like round kick, hook kick, tornado kick, butterfly kick, macaco, scoot, Gumby. If he learns all of those skills, he'll be able to throw some basic combos and be able to train his kinesthetic awareness, strength, and flexibility. That way he'll be able to scale up to the more advanced skills like cork, B-twist, or Webster. If you start with the fundamentals together, you'll be able to work your way up to some super crazy skills. You can get more power for all of your tricks just by conditioning. If you lift some weights, you'll probably be more explosive. If you train some calisthenics, your body will be able to move easier than it did before. If you condition your body for tricking, all your tricks will be far more powerful. There are a ton of impressive tricks. I can't pick just one, so I'm gonna talk about 3. The first is the quad cork. To do a quad cork, you just have to twist ridiculously tight, like super tight. It's only been landed by a few athletes, and even then, it's not even consistent within them. The second is the cork in, back out. That trick is just crazy risky. It takes balls. So if you're gonna do a cork in, back out, that is just crazy impressive to me. But all too often, I've seen people eat it and get seriously injured. So guys, approach that one with serious caution. The third is the triple B twist. I think the triple B twist is like the pinnacle of technique. To be able to set with that huge butterfly kick and then wrap in super tight to pull in that triple and then open up before you land, that is crazy difficult. Just like the quad cork, but with a far harder set. I love all 3 of those tricks, but there are so many within the sport. I'm sorry that your ankles hurt, but I can think of 2 possible reasons. The first is something's wrong with your technique. You're either landing tricks too low with your ankles hyperextended, or you're just pushing off in a weird way, or landing too sideways. The second thing I think it could be is weak ankles. Unfortunately, if your ankles are weak, they're probably gonna hurt every time you trick. So what I would recommend is just condition them. Go online to Google or YouTube and search up ankle conditioning exercises, and then do every single one. By the end of that, your ankles will be jacked and they will probably be able to take the impact of tricking. Double cork was a real struggle for me. Honestly, I probably ate it 20 or 30 times before landing the trick, and that's with no mats. What I do whenever I'm landing a skill, if I can, is I start with a ton of mats and I slowly take them away, and then I do attempts on the floor. With the double cork, I really struggled. I ate it about 20, 30, maybe even 50 times before landing the trick. It was really hard for me. But once I landed it, it was pretty locked in, and now it's one of my favorites. Yes, most definitely. I think if you're a tricker, you should cross-train with a bunch of different disciplines. You should do a little bit of capoeira, maybe Google a wushu form, or do some taekwondo exercises. There is so many different martial arts and different sports out there. I even went through a breakdancing phase. You should touch on a bunch of different things along your path to learn tricking. That will make you a better, more diverse athlete. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thank you to all the patrons of Mastering Tricking. They are investing their money in me creating content just like this. And if you want to be a patron and get all your questions answered, go to patreon.com/masteringtricking or howtomastertricking.com. But again, thank you for your time, thank you for listening, and have a lovely day.